President Biden is praising a controversial prisoner swap in Venezuela over the weekend. After months of negotiations, 7 Americans were exchanged for 2 convicted drug smugglers who have ties to Venezuela's ruler. Nancy Cordes is at the White House with more on that story. Nancy, good morning to you. So what do we know about this deal?
Gayle, this was an exchange, plain and simple, something the U.S. wanted for something Venezuela's dictator wanted. And what the U.S. wanted was to free 7 Americans, including 5 Houston-based Citgo oil executives who have been detained since 2017 on what the U.S. describes as bogus corruption charges. Venezuela agreed to the release in exchange for these 2 brothers who were jailed for years in the U.S. for drug smuggling. And these are not just any brothers. They are the nephews of the wife of Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro. Now, CBS has learned that the swap took place in the Caribbean nation of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. President Biden said this is part of his, quote, administration's unflinching commitment to keep faith with Americans held hostage and wrongfully detained around the world. But some politicians argue this strategy puts a price tag on Americans. Florida Senator Marco Rubio, one of the senior members of the Foreign Relations Committee, argued yesterday, quote, now others know I can take Americans as a bargaining chip. U.S. officials say these are painful and difficult decisions. They say there are still about 60 Americans who they consider to be wrongfully detained around the world, including U.S. basketball star Brittany Griner in Russia. Nate?
Nancy, thank you.